Hello. Can you hear me? I hope so. I do hope so. God, what a rigmarole that was trying to get working. I have. Hello, everyone. Hello. If you can hear me, hopefully. Hello. I was running around trying to get my daughter in bed and having to do aeroplanes and super jumps and stuff, so it was just... It kind of got a little bit long-winded, and but you know, these things have to be completed, otherwise we get upset daughters. Cup of tea's in, cup of tea's in. Lovely. So, thing is, I was having a bit of trouble because I've ditched the webcam and I've got a capture card and I'm using my SLR camera and it kept turning itself off, so I don't know whether it's going to do it. I don't know whether it's going to turn itself off during this live stream. I'm going to have to keep turning it back on and it's going to really do me head in. But hey ho, it is what it is. I'm just trying it, so hopefully the picture's better, do you know what I mean? I'm hoping so anyway. Loud and clear, cool, nice one, excellent news. I've got stuff everywhere. I've gone in deep into the vaping world. It keeps jumping like that. I'm going to turn the autofocus off because it just keeps autofocusing constantly. And then just tell me if it's out of focus. It's good because I can zoom you in now, do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So it's better. I think it's a bit of a wider angle as well, so you can see stuff on the side, like the battery that I'm going to put here. You'll be able to see that stuff, so it's a little bit better, I think. Tell me if you think it's not. Yeah, so cool. There's a little bit of lag on it, but it seems okay. Seems alright. I'll pull that mic in a little bit because I know I'm a little bit quiet sometimes. Yeah, I'm deep in the vaping world. My brother-in-law's given me 2 vape mods this week. One that was he didn't use anymore, and I've completely pulled that apart, which is this one here. And strip that apart because I'm designing a new case for it. There's the board inside. I'm designing a new case for it and I'm going to print it, resin print a new case for it and build my own mod basically. So, and then he's given me this one today, which obviously, me being me, I was like, as soon as I got back, which wasn't that long ago, instantly started messing with it and pulling it apart and just realised that now I've just got another load of screws here that need putting away and tidying up and stuff. And I need to have a look at it later, really. So I didn't get anything prepared. I was completely unprepared for this evening. I'm starting to realise that I should probably be here later than 8:30 because it's not really the best time for me to start doing this. But hey ho, yeah, it's a nice little handheld. It's a nice unit, but it's broken. So I'm looking at it, trying to fix it. There's the battery out of it, which is completely dead. I've tested it, so. God knows whether it's the battery or the board, I have no idea. There's the board that fits in there. He said that he dropped it on its side and it just stopped working. I can see there's a... Oh god. Let's see if I can work this out. So if I bring this up here and focus, you should... Oh, that's so much better being able to focus close up. You can see there's a bit of damage on the side of the case in there. And I'm wondering whether that is the problem, because this is the side that it dropped on, so it dropped to the floor like this. Yeah, and I'm just wondering whether something's shorted here and it's just popped. Don't know. Need to look at it, but I'm going to hook a good battery up to it and see if the board's actually working. Oh, now I've got to refocus this on this little screen. Tell me if I'm out of focus, by the way. You can say it. Because I've only got tiny little previews on my screen to see what's going on with it. So anyway, let's get this out of the way. Let's get my battery up here. How is everyone? You all okay? Wonderful, great, lovely. That's getting used in a second. Clean. Make sure there's no bits of metal on here that's going to kill me. Ooh. A little rubber seal, I don't know what that's for, it's probably out of that vape unit. I'll put that there. I'm just brushing all the important parts onto the floor. How useful. That kind of went in the bin. got to aim in the general direction. And that kind of went near the bin, I suppose, so that's fine. Come here, little Einstein head. I haven't printed anything on my resin printer for ages, and as I was going to do this vape unit, I've decided to, I thought I'd print something on my resin printer just to make sure it's still good, and I still know how to use it. Detail's amazing on these resin printers. Focus, Chris, focus. Detail's amazing on these resin printers. You can see there's a lot of bits on it where I've put bad supports on it, really. I need to have another crack at it if I'm going to use this model for anything. But detail wise, I mean pretty detailed. You can, if I can get it close enough for you to see the wrinkles in it. Let me focus, focus, focus. Nah, but yeah, it's pretty detailed. No, I can't get that much in focus. It's my closest point, but looks at it. And there it is. It turned off. I knew it was going to do it. Turned off. Yeah, I got to wonder whether this is the right option, using an SLR for this, because now picture has frozen and I need to go in and click on this and click on this. Click that, and then it gets started again and click that. Okay, so we're back, but hey ho. Well, it's back on mine. It'll take you a second just to catch up. I guess the audio's delayed, so you'll be hearing the audio at the same time the video comes back, so it's not delayed at all for you. It feels like it's real time, which it's not. Lovely. Put my tea down there. I will get started in a minute. Board came from China for the monitor that I was talking about on the last stream. Nifty little things, great. Came all the way, I waited all that time for it, got it, doesn't work. You can tell how many of these probably don't work when they turn up to people, because I emailed them and said, doesn't work, and they went, oh, that's alright, we'll refund you. Get that a lot, do you? Yeah, thought you might. Right, battery. Oh, here we go. Here she is. Oh God, you're going to keep turning off? Really, you're going to keep turning off? There's some sort of timer on the live thing on this that just means it keeps turning off, isn't it? That's what it is. It's going to annoy you. Know what? I was testing it the other day and I had it on for like 10 minutes and I was doing focus tests and everything, and it never turned off once, and now it just keeps turning off and I don't know why. I have no idea why. It's going to keep doing it. At least the annoying shutter sound tells me it's turned off, so I can like just see it when it's turned off, or hear it at least. That'd be great. 2 hours of it freezing and me turning the camera back on. Well, it's not going to be 2 hours anyway. It ain't going to be 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. So, where are we? We are at the point where I have welded all of the parallel connections now. Parallels are all done. I started to think when I was doing all the parallels that maybe I should have done the parallels and the series all together. That all the stuff I watched and read about this says do the parallels first, or do one or the other first, and then do t'other after. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like maybe I should have done the parallels and the series at exactly the same time, because I'm layering loads of nickel up on top of each other to do these connections, which may just be adding to the resistance between each parallel bank running through to the end. So I may just be building up. I mean, it's going to be small, but building up resistance through here is probably not the greatest thing. I'm sure that probably doesn't help with with voltage sag at the end, which is, for those who don't know, just when you hammer these batteries hard and try and pull them at full tilt, you get what's called voltage sag. I don't really understand it perfectly myself, if I'm honest. But you get voltage sag, which means you get a dip in voltage when you're pulling like a heavy current out of it. And if the lower range of your battery is, say, like cut-off voltage for your controller is, for example, this is not what it is because I don't know what the numbers are off the top of my head, but let's say you've got a 48 volt battery and your cut-off range for the cut-off voltage for your e-bike controller is somewhere like 40 volts, let's say, and your battery's drained down, and it's down at like 44, and you get a 4 volt voltage sag when you're pulling it hard. It means once your battery's like 3/4 drained, if you try and drive it hard, the voltage sag will pull it below the voltage, below the cut-off voltage for the controller, and the motor will the controller will cut out, and your motor will cut out as well, basically. Yeah, so that's what you don't want to happen. Voltage sag. I tried to think about this when I was first doing this battery I tried to think about voltage sag by not using nickel, because nickel is quite a bad conductor. It's not a great conductor. People use it because when you spot welding it, it's easy to spot weld because of the melt temperature of the nickel. So it's kind of a perfect balance, I think, for the melt temperature to get the amps into it, to melt it and weld it to the battery. And it's a perfect trade-off between that and the amount of how good a conductor it is, basically. So I was trying to use nickel-plated copper, because the copper is obviously an excellent conductor, and I was trying to get nickel-plated copper strip similar, so I would get good transfer of power through the battery, basically, with the copper. But the nickel plating would hopefully be the part that melted quite easily and stuff. But it didn't work out anyway, so I tried it, and this spot welder it would weld it, but not consistently. It wouldn't consistently spot weld the plate to the batteries every time, so I can't really build something that's not consistent throughout, because I'll be building it and think it's all okay, and then realise that in two or three parallel banks I've got loose connections, and you get arcing, and anything could happen, and that is just not a good situation to be in. You get cells dropping out of parallel and voltage imbalances and everything, and all host of crazy stuff which you don't want, basically. So I had to decide against that, and yeah, go with what everyone uses, which is just nickel strip. But like I say, it's not the best conductor in the world, and you do have to deal with voltage sag, which I think is also down to the internal resistance of the batteries as well. I don't know completely, if I'm honest, but I've been kind of wondering all day. This hasn't turned off now, and I'm not sure. I keep just touching the zoom on it and hoping that because I'm kind of doing something to it, it's keeping it awake almost. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this camera. I mean, I think it's better. It's a better picture, I think. The noise is better by the looks of it on my screen anyway. It does look better. So it's good that I've got it and I can use it, but I think it may be I just need to do a bit of more research into using this particular camera for this function, I guess. Someone else will have done it somewhere, and look on YouTube. Right, so series connections, all the parallels are done. I've kind of marked out what I want to do. Important thing with this today is that when I do a series connection here, I remember the order, because we do one from this bank to this bank, and then you have to miss one because the next connection gets done on the other side, and then this one is done on this side, and the next one is done on this side, and the next one is done on this side, and the next one is done on this side. It loops round, so it goes, up and down through the battery. And if I yeah, that's where you get yourself in a situation if you're not concentrating. And I do, you know, actually this side won't be too bad, but get to the other side and connect the wrong one, I'll just have an endless loop, and then the whole thing will just start. Magic smoke, everywhere, yeah. And I'll start screaming and trying to carry it and run it down the stairs outside, like my last escapade with that flipping drill battery. Incidentally, I've got another case for the drill battery, and I've ordered some. Well, I'm going to order some more cells to do to redo it. Now I know what I did wrong then, and it was quite a straightforward mistake that I shouldn't have got wrong, but I did get wrong. So at least I know exactly what it was, and I know that I've okay, well, I know what not to do next time. You got to live and learn, and that is exactly what happened with that battery. Can't see anything wrong with the drill. Did open it up. If you were here on the last stream, I did open the drill up and I didn't see anything wrong with it. Motor felt alright, so I'm not sure. Maybe I completely melted something in the trigger mechanism, maybe. Don't know. I need to have another look at it, to be honest. Yeah, I need to have another look at it. Because I couldn't really... The motor felt fine. I couldn't really see what I'd messed up with that drill by putting that reverse polarity battery in it. Couldn't see the big or any big damage that I'd done to it. I don't know, so who knows? I don't know. Got some little rubber bits that are glued to the end of these because these get bloody hot. I put some tape on them before and it's just the electrical tape just started melting and like just flopping around, so I've glued some thick rubber that I just cut into strips and rolled around them. So hopefully, because when you get on a roll with these things, they get bloody hot. Bloody hot. So I've been questioning about how to run this and whether I run the absolute minus at this end or the absolute minus at this end, because I've got the choice at the moment. Once I start, I've made the decision that that's the way it's going to run, you know. So at the moment, the way this is marked out, I've got the absolute minus down here, but the BMS, the battery management system, is over here. And I don't know if this run of cable round here is the best idea. I mean, the positive's got to have it anyway from this end if it's down here. That goes straight out to the controller. I don't know if it's a major issue, me coming around. I would guess it's not a major issue, do you know what I mean? I guess it's this far, do you know what I mean? So I guess it doesn't really make a difference, but I didn't want to start it and then someone go like, oh yeah, you probably should have done it the other way because it would work better. And I'd be like, oh dear. But anyway. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to do it as I've marked it out and just live with it, to be honest. This is absolutely all a learning curve for me currently, because I have never built one of these before. So I don't know. And I'm not really going to know until I get it in the bike and go, oh, this works well, or oh, this doesn't work so well, or oh, it's okay for this much time, but it's not very good after this. But then, you know, that's what learning's all about, isn't it? So you just learn to do it differently next time, basically. I think I'm going to just crack on with it like this. I'm going to crack on like this, I think, as I've marked it, and just have the absolute negative down here. So you'll see, I put my masking tape on, and I kind of cut them all into sections, so once I've done one, I can just peel it off and put it back, like so. So once I've done those two, I can put it back on, cover it, and the ones I'm working on are the only ones that are exposed, which is absolutely critical at this point, doing this stuff. The only cells you want exposed are the ones you're working on. So I'm going to be connecting these two together. So if I drop something on them, it doesn't matter, because these are meant to be connected anyway. You know, there's no... And everything else is covered. Once I've done these, you want to cover them up and get started again. And once the whole battery's done, that's when we just whack a load of this heat-resistant, non-conductive tape all over the top of it and just cover all the connections. when we finally do all of the battery basically, and it's all completed, that's what we'll do. Other things, I've also got to spot weld the tabs on to every positive end of each parallel bank needs a tab on it, which has got a dab of solder on, which has got the balance wire that goes round to the BMS. So I think I have a total of 1 on the negative, and then every positive. So what's that? So 14 positives in total plus the negatives. So 14. There's going to be 15 balance wires in total that go to the battery management controller to keep this pack in balance, basically. One thing I haven't done actually is I haven't checked voltages of these parallel banks since I spot welded them all. I'm presuming that it's just staying the same, because what happens when you put these in parallel is if there was any difference in these cells, the cells that, let's say one cell was lower and the other cells were all higher by, let's say, 100 millivolts or something, like whatever, if they're just different, say one's 4 volts and the others are all 4.2, they would all start dumping their power into the low one to try and equal themselves out. They always want to be equal, basically. And that's where you can run into issues, because if you've got a bad cell and it's low voltage and everything starts dumping power into it, it'll just start draining this bank because this cell's crap, you know what I mean? So that's when you can start getting imbalances and problems with charging and stuff if you've got a bad cell, and that's how you'll notice it as well. It just probably won't balance properly, or it'll just always be low because it's, maybe it's charged up and then it loses it quick and everything dumps over to this one quicker, or so I haven't checked. That is one thing I haven't done. I haven't checked. Done a quick voltage touch on these parallel banks since I spot welded them, and I'm going to do that now by just buzzing my meter. Across one of the banks, i.e. this one. Should be 3.5, which is where we were, and it is. Which is where we were, so I'll put that anywhere on that bank and it'll always read 3.5, the whole lot. The whole parallel bank, all 6 cells equal at 3.5, and that's how it should be. So nothing's dropped, nothing's changed, which is good. That's always good. I will just presume, as I tested every single cell before I started building this, I'll just presume that is the case across the whole thing. Camera stopped again. This is going to be annoying, isn't it? Well, not really annoying for me, to be honest. It's probably going to be more annoying for you. It's like, the camera keeps freezing, it's rubbish. Okay, it's back. Tea before it goes cold. I think just me quickly just adjusting the zoom and stuff. Maybe just keeping it awake. That's probably a good thing. It's an SLR, so it's a digital SLR. It's probably not meant to be used for this kind of... Well, it's not, is it? It's not meant to be used for this kind of thing. So, it's probably not doing the sensor the most amount of good in the world, having it... I'll just switch it into live view, basically, because it's got a screen on the back of it. Switch it into live view to output to the HDMI on the side of it. And it just obviously goes, you've been in live view for ages, you haven't took a photo, so I'm just going to close it. Probably just doesn't like the exposure on the sensor that much, which, it does video, so I don't see why it would make a difference. Right, tea finished. Let's crack on. You're probably going to hear a lot of myself repeating what I'm doing during this, and that is purely for my benefit, because I'm going to be repeating to myself what I should be doing and what, just what I'm connecting, and right, I'll be going, that one's connected, cover them up. I don't need to connect this one because it's connected here. I'm going to connect this one and take it off and all that sort of stuff, because I don't need any explosions at the moment, or at any point really. I'd rather not have them, unless they're exciting explosions like on drill batteries or anything. Getting nickel strip out. Sorry, I'm off camera. What's he doing? I'm just doing this. Getting this nickel strip out. Surprised how much of this stuff I use, to be honest. I bought 3 meters, which was about something like £9, I think it was. Something like that. First lot. And I used all of that. I was only halfway through the second side of the parallel connections, and I'd used it all. And it just took me a while to get it, with the current situations and stuff. It took me a while to get a new batch in. Same guy on eBay, just took a while, like, you know. And yeah, I was quite surprised that it didn't kind of go. I thought it would go further, basically, but it didn't. So there you go. I've ordered another 6 meters, which is that roll there. So hopefully that's going to be enough to finish this off. Hopefully. Now I'm just conscious now about like putting stuff, metal stuff near this and all kinds of stuff. Really, I'm a bit more cautious than I was previously. So I'm thinking about, got a little plastic ruler here, and I've been thinking I should just like, all my connections are going to be of a similar size, so I should just measure them and just cut loads of nickel to the right length, and then so like 25. That's going to be 25. That's going to be 25. That's going to be 25. So I'll just cut a load at 25. In fact, all of these connections should be of a similar length now, because I'm not doing any like long connections. So 1, 2. That's going to go across there. 3, 4, 5. Now the guy Ali, who was on the stream last time chatting to me about stuff, he's a guy in one of the forums that I'm in, the EBike forums, the Vortexes forum, and he's talking about like single cells out on their own should have like two strips to it. So like this one here, I'm guessing that these 2 strips make for that, and this one isn't going to be directly connected to the next side. Basically these 2 are not connected directly to this, but through a way of 2 strips on each one, I'm saying that they're probably good to transfer that through. So I think that's what he's saying. I think that's okay. Or maybe he's saying that this one up here needs 2 strips on it because it's out on its own, not connected to this whole bank. Maybe that's what he's saying. I'm really not sure, to be honest, but I'm certainly going to find out very shortly. Where's my scissors? I've got a measuring thing on here, but it's just really awkward to use. It's great that I've got one. Right on the edge of this mat here is my centimetres, but it's a freaking bugger to use. I'm doing this flat on, so I might just do this instead. Cut one, see if it's the right length, and cut more. That's my plan. That's about the right length as far as I see. So we'll just cut loads of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. Going to be a lot of this, me just cutting this stuff. I do realise that. That's why I would like some music, but I don't know whether if I, because I'm not really that fussed if YouTube take the video down after. It doesn't really make that much difference. I mean, I suppose people can't watch it after, but I'd just like some music. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit quiet, really. Me just scissoring nickel strips. concentrating, so I'm not really saying anything. When's everyone going back to work? Does anyone know when they're going back to work? Is anyone at work? Apart from working at home. 3, 4, 5. Anyone at work apart from working at home? That does not count. I'm currently at home and I don't think I'll be working until sometime in September at the earliest, I would say. Well, certainly in the industry that I currently work in, at least. That is the case, I think. That will be the case. We're in, we're off, here we go. We're welding. I was doing this at 25 milliseconds before on all the parallel stuff, and when I started getting to double layering the nickel, I bumped it up to 27, and now I'm getting to the point where I'm going to be triple layering on some of them, so I've bumped it up to 30 milliseconds. And I had a little go on some triple layers, 30 milliseconds on when I finished this parallel side, and it seemed to be working fine, so that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to stick to 30 milliseconds for this. This is 0.15 millimeter thick nickel strip, and it's by 8 millimeters wide. That is the size of the nickel I'm using, which, as the man I bought it off tells me, is rated for 25 amps. Not sure exactly how precise that is. It's probably not precise at all, because precise is probably the wrong word to be using with this stuff, really. It's going to depend on a few different factors, I would say. Stop doing that. Get that one on. When you're ready, then touch the second one on, because I'm on automatic weld on this at the moment. These little rubber grips seem good at the minute. Quite happy with these little rubber grips. It's a good plan, that was. My dad did make a good suggestion to me. And I got a couple of bits of wood from him, because I was talking about a stand to put these in. And he said just get a couple of bits of wood and screw them at an angle, cut them at an angle, screw them together so the one's flat and the other one's like that on it. And then just drill 2 holes through it and just pop them in there. It's perfect. Got the wood, cut it. Do you think I did anything with it? No. Still sitting on the floor over there, isn't it? Just decided that other things were important. Got sidetracked, as I do. Camera's gone off again. Wicked. Oh, that time it comes straight back on without me doing anything. Okay, interesting. I'm going to have to look at that for the next stream, I think. But for now, it's going to stay as is. And I'm going to use it exactly as is. I did find myself a little magnet to do this stuff, but I've been coping alright without the magnet so far this evening. So I'm not going to put it on, because I have to just keep pulling it off and sticking it on and putting it off and sticking it on. So I say that, and then this is the first one I start having trouble positioning. Silly. That one first, second one, and weld. Lovely job. These spoke too soon with these rubber grips. They feel like they're sliding around a bit. That's not too bad. I was going to put some heat shrink over them, just keep them in place. That's probably a good idea, but I didn't go with it. Don't know why. Should just listen to myself and do it, shouldn't I? Do it. Do it, you fool. You know what? I cannot wait to get on this bike, man. I literally cannot wait to get on this bike. It's been so long in the making, this thing has. It's unbelievable. It's not that long, but October is long enough, you know what I mean? That's long enough in the making. For something I imagine to be, it looks quite easy to do that, doesn't it? I'm just going to do it. It's not. Well, not if you're just getting a kit, like a pre-built kit with a battery, and you just buy a battery. It's quite straightforward, to be honest, but when you when you're building the battery and you're just building all the parts, and I'm building a battery box for it, and it's kind of like every part of it is, you ask anyone who builds bespoke motorcycles and they'll say the same thing. It's like every single part almost is like bespoke. Like when you're building custom stuff like that, it's just, it just takes time. It's just time, man. Time. And that is exactly what this is. It's just taking time. But it will be worth it. As I said, crazy as it sounds, I'm going to ride it for not very long, and then I'm probably going to sell it. Because I've got other plans. I've got other things planned, other things in my mind. Now, is that enough? I've got one there, I've got one there, one there. My plan is not to pull more than like 30 amps. Well, I suppose 30 amps is what the controller's rated for. My plan is not to pull more than 45 amps from this battery. And if this is right, 25 amps a strip, then that's 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, which is absolutely massive overkill in my mind to what I need. So, therefore, I feel like that's enough. And I'm going to leave it at that, at least for now. I am going to leave it at that. I'm going to recover said banks. Oh, you see, look, now we've got the connections, little bits it's just becoming clear that little parts are showing up, which I'm going to put this on. That bit, because I'm going to move that camera a little touch just to make sure it's still awake, because yet again my wife has stolen my blue tape for her painting escapades. Painting as in she's painting all sorts of, in fact I've got one here, I'm going to show it you, hang on. She's been doing acrylic painting. Isn't it lovely? It's very nice. She gave me this one for my office. This is a new thing that she's picked up in the last sort of 2 weeks. Lockdown has drove her into a painting frenzy. She's done some really cool ones. It's nice. Like it. So she's allowed to steal my blue tape, to be fair. She's doing something worthwhile in my eyes, so it's fine. I'll accept it. I'll accept that it's been stolen for good use. She was just painting the living room walls. I just tell her to buy her own, Know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. This is where I need to concentrate. 1 plus in series to 2 minus. 2 minus is in series on the back side into 3, which is this one. So that connection is at the bottom, and then this connection is then plus to minus on the top. So basically it's plus to minus on every side on here is just, as long as I start at the plus and finish on a minus, then I know I'm going the right way and I've not connected something wrong. Because if I was doing minus to plus, then I'd know I'm doing the wrong side. So that's a good little thing to think about. Plus to minus, plus to minus. Plus to minus. Don't want to blow yourself up, do you? No, not today. I'm guessing that this is all going to be about the same thing. This is all going to be like, if I cut loads of 25mm, I don't want to cut loads because I'll end up cutting loads and I'll go like, oh, I've just cut 3 metres at the wrong length. Brilliant. 3 metres at 25mm each, and I don't need any of them. I know it's not wrong. I know I'm right, but just not doing it for the sake of the doubt of myself in my mind. So I'm not going to do it. Just doubting myself. Shouldn't doubt yourself. Just do it. Just do it. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. Once I've got this one under my belt, I'm looking forward to this scooter build. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous, I think. Absolutely ridiculous. My plan, as you heard previously, is to build a crazy off-road scooter that's got some seriously fat wheels on it, and it just looks stupid, but it's a load of fun to ride. That's my plan. And my plan is to fab it myself as well, so I'm going to cut up, literally I'm going to cut up the frame of an old BMX and try and build it like that. Because, you know, could just buy a frame from somewhere, because I have seen something similar, but I'll have to still do some bits and pieces to it. But I'm gonna just I'm gonna try and cut up a BMX frame and kind of make it out of that. I think that's my plan. And the other exciting thing is, I don't even know how to weld. I don't even know how to weld yet. I've done a little bit of MIG welding for like one day a few months ago, and I want to do some TIG welding because it's probably going to be an alley frame, and I'll do TIG welding on it. And I've never TIG welded in my life, so I need to go and learn how to do that before I even attempt it, I think. But yeah, we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one out, you know, on his own. I'm going to stick a double on him. That's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. 3, 6. Let's get another one. Yeah, crazy scooter. I might keep the scooter because that'll just be crazy stuff. I've looked at an electric skateboard as well. I think I'm going to build an electric skateboard. One of those long boards with the double motors on it. It's a bit crazy really, because if I come off that, I've been out of work long enough so far. I don't need to be out of work anymore. If I come off an electric skateboard, it's going to hurt. There's going to be issues with work. Do you know what I mean? There's definitely going to be issues with work. If you've got 2 broken ankles, can't really work, can you? Don't care what you'd... Well, I suppose you could if you were sitting at a desk, but you'd be in pain as well. So it's in standby. Switch it back on. Double check what I'm doing. Think about it. 1 to there. This is connected under here. This is back up and connected to here. It's a plus to a minus. I am doing the right thing. And the camera's turned off again. I'm going to have to figure that out. See what someone says. I like the way that I'm just flicking the button and it comes back on. That's actually quite good. Oh, that was stuck. Stuck on good. Mum wants to talk to me tonight. Mum's interested in talking to me tonight. Fair enough. What day is it today? Don't even know what day it is, man. I have absolutely no idea what day it is. It's Thursday today. I feel like it's Thursday. No, it's Friday, isn't it? It is Friday. It is Friday. Just remembered it's Friday. I spoke to my mum earlier and said it's Friday. And that's how I know. what I'm doing here when I drag this is these, when you cut them, they twist and bend, and I tell you, they're sharp. People told me last time you put some gloves on. People have been telling me to put safety glasses on as well, which I'm not putting safety glasses on at the moment, I don't think. I don't think there's no liquid going to spit into my eyes, and I can't think of anything that's going to flick up into my face at the moment doing this. So I'm going to leave the safety glasses for now. Spark in my eye, maybe? Pretty slim chance of that happening, I think. I don't know. You tell me, do I need safety glasses to do this? Come on, you health and safety conscious people out there. Tell me, do I need safety glasses to do this? Should I be wearing safety glasses? If there's no answer, I'll presume that I don't need safety glasses, and I'll just continue regardless. That spark actually did come in the direction of my face then. Just as I said it. I'm not going to say anything else, because stuff just keeps happening. I'll stretch that one. It's a bit long, that one. Well, maybe that one's better to do that one then. Better to do that one there. I'm going to do that one there. Ah, that's a good point actually. I'm going to do that one after. I'm going to save that, and if I'm going to double strip that and connect to that, I might as well do one all the way through, save doing loads of welds on this. That's the stuff you have to think about. And I keep neglecting to think about it. Yeah, so I'm just straightening out those sharp edges on the mat before I put it on, just to stop the ends curling up. This is one I'm going to use the magnet for, so drop the magnet on. Lovely jubbly. Hold it in place. And do the middle one first. Take the magnet off. That's it. When you get on a roll with these things, they start to get hot really quickly. Oh, I feel like it's really coming together. I'm quite happy at the minute. I feel like it's actually coming together. Feels good. I'm going to trim a bit off that. Don't like them when they're just that little bit too long. I'm not keen on it. There's no need for it to be a little bit long. It can just be the right length. Maybe that's just my OCD kicking in. Who knows? I'm only here for the risk factor. Excellent. Hopefully you tuned into the drill battery stream then. Hopefully you tuned into that one where I created loads of magic smoke from a drill battery by wiring it in completely the reverse polarity. Oh dear, silly sausage. I still haven't. I've kept that video offline, to be honest, and I'm kind of in two minds about whether I should. I feel like kind of responsible about putting it up, you know, because someone might, as you do with YouTube. I mean, I'm not saying loads of people are going to find it and everything, and people are going to watch my videos and everything. I'm just thinking that, if someone watches it and just uses it as a how-to and doesn't watch it to the end where stuff starts burning, then I just feel supremely responsible that someone might really cause themselves some mischief if they're just following what I'm doing. Which, incidentally, these videos are not meant to be any sort of tutorial. If you're going to build one of these, go and do your research. Go and look at it. Go and study it. Go and look at other people building them who are doing tutorials about it. Don't use this as a tutorial. This is the first time I've ever done this, so... Only here for the magic smoke, of course. I need to get some smoke effects or something in it. Yeah. Anyway, back to. I think I am. I don't know. Yeah. I'm a bit cautious about. I'm a bit cautious about, releasing it basically and letting people watch it because. I just feel responsible, I guess. I don't want someone to hurt themselves on my account. I don't mind if I hurt myself. I know what I'm capable of, controlling. So it's not too drastic for me, is it? You know what I mean? So I'm happy with the risk. I know the risk. I'm happy that that's the risk, and not that I've assessed it in any way, shape or form, but I kind of know what I'm going to do. Like I did last time, just run outside with it if it goes haywire, which is exactly what I did. Yeah, so I'm not sure I should release it on the public, really. I think maybe what I'll do, because the best part of that video is the end where the magic smoke comes out anyway, so I think what I'll do is I'll probably do another drill battery build. I'll build it the right way this time, and then maybe on that video I will I'll put the magic smoke clip at the start of it, as in like this happened the first time, and then say, okay, this is what I did this time, something like that. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's a better idea. So at least you can see the fun magic smoke part, and then just no one has to get hurt, hopefully, or especially on my account, which I'm not keen on, if I'm honest. Double check in. 1 to 2, I've done that. That's connected at the bottom. 2 to 3. 3 is positive to 4, positive to negative. That connection is done. 4 goes into 5 on the other side, as it's positive on the other side into negative. Then we have 5 into 6, which is a positive to negative, so that is fine. I am doing the right thing here. That's all good. Yes, I'm happy with that. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 connections, and should I double up on that run up there? Probably, as to what Ali said. He's saying double up on it, so I'm going to do what he says, and I'm going to double up on it. There's one of these that I've doubled up on already. I think it's that one. Let me have a closer look at that. I think I've doubled up on that one. Can't tell. And go black out and back. Yes, I have already doubled up on that one. So that one on the corner is doubled up already because that's out on its own. Maybe I should just put a double strip on here, because that one is not connected to this. So this is probably going to pull current through here from these 2 batteries through here into this. So I should double up on that, really, and I'm going to. It's a good plan. I'm going with it. Maybe I'll treat this like the first stream I did, and I'll do a few more bits, and then I'll just finish a stream, because you're just watching the same thing, and you're listening to me just babble. So, yeah. Maybe do another couple of banks or something. Oh, I was so ready for that, and it's in standby. Braced myself, gritted my teeth and everything, ready for the explosion. Nothing happened. Disappointment. Oh, that was a beast, that one. Lovely. So I'm doubled up. Hopefully if Ali catches a bit of this, he'll see that I've doubled those up and he'll tell me that I've done the right thing, because I was having a conversation with him about whether that's the way, what he was talking about. Hopefully he'll watch it and say, yeah, that's fine. And I'll continue like that. If I miss a few, I can always come back and add some more. It's not the end of the world. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5. Similar length to this. Any vapors out there? Any vapors? Any vapors out there? Any vapors? So I'm probably going to do a vid with me, once I've printed the vape mod, probably going to do a vid with me building it, my own DIY vape unit as it was. Well, not my own because I don't vape, but one that I've built, should I say. If there's any vapors, they might have some comments to make on my case that I've 3D modelled. I'll possibly show it you in a minute, see what you think. How many have I done? Done 5. Done 5, and that's what I need. That's cool. What are you all up to? It's Friday night. What are you doing? Going out? Going to the pub, yeah? Everyone going to the pub tonight? That's what I'm doing. I'm going to go to the pub after this, I think. Just catch last orders. That's what I'm going to do. Go pub, catch last orders, yeah. Good idea. Good idea, Chris. Why don't you do that? I will. I will. Like that. I'm liking that. Straighten that out, straighten that out, straighten that out. Anyone dying to build one of these now they've watched me doing it? Anyone running out to buy batteries and get a bike and stuff and go, oh yeah, I'm building one of them? Is there anyone actually building one that's watching this? Or as is more likely, is it just all people I know watching this? All 5 of you are just people I know, just... And no one's building one, you're just trying to be polite by coming out, which I appreciate. I appreciate it. I just want to chat to you as well, do you know what I mean? Talk, like talking. I could talk. Could talk for a bit. No problem. Talk. Me? Yeah, go on then. I'll have a go. Oh. Did it again. Did it again. Wait until you're ready, then put the 2-second probe down. You silly sausage. Stop doing it. It's not going to be so forgiving one time. Do, 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 do. Singing to myself because I've got no music. All I've got in my head is the Trolls World Tour music anyway, because that's all I've watched for the last 3 weeks. The Trolls World Tour. Might not be 3 weeks, I might be exaggerating, but still, I've watched it a few times, trust me. A few times. More than a few times. Trolls Flipping World Tour. Oh my god. That was a bit close to the edge on that bit of nickel. I'm going to put an extra spot weld on that. Better. Much better. Better. Much better. Lovely. Like that. Looks neat. Crossed over here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connections on a 6 parallel set. So I feel like we've got enough. It's good. There's plenty there, I think. I feel like there's plenty. So that goes and covers up that whole bank. And goes on top of there. Covers up that. That goes at the bottom and covers that. Lovely jubbly. 5 into 6, positive to negative is done. 6 into 7 is on the other side, negative to positive. Next one is positive to negative, 7 to 8. And this, I think, is going to be my last one for the evening. I'm going to call it a night. Been on here for an hour, talking absolute nonsense. And anyone who watches this back, wanting to know what I'm doing or how to do this, has seen enough. Now it's just a repeat process, and therefore I shall retire the stream and just continue on my own and actually listen to some music. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's lovely. That's all there. That's there. That's coming across. That's coming across. He's out on his own, but he's got 2 connections to him, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3. This one needs 2 connections because he's out on his own and he's pulling through there. Maybe I double up that one back on here. 2, 3, 4 out of there and double up him there. Are there any I can do using a double strip? No. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a double there, so I need 5. Need to cut 5 bits. How many more videos do you think it will take to get on the bike? Another thing, my missus said to me the other day, stop repeating all the questions that people write. And I'm like, well, you know, some people miss something or don't see it. I should just probably repeat it, or at least say it so people know which question I'm responding to. Not that there's like, oh, there's a million questions, I don't know which one he's answering. There's only like 1. So it doesn't really matter, I suppose, but still. I'm just in the habit now of repeating when people ask questions. And then just rambling on about it and not actually answering the question, which is even better, isn't it? Wicked. Well done. I would say, to be honest, I'm probably going to complete the series connections on the other side of the battery myself as well. And then I'll probably do another video where I put the tabs on and I'm fitting the BMS. And I'm soldering the BMS leads to the tabs and taping it all up and finishing it off. And then that's going to be kind of it, really. And then I just need to get it in the bike. Yeah. I'd say like, I'd probably do one video just finishing off doing the BMS and putting all the balance leads in. I'm not sure whether I'll do a video actually finishing off the case or anything. It can't be a live video anyway because it's in the other room and I've got to spray it and all that sort of stuff, so that might not happen. But probably another one video doing the BMS stuff. And then the video after that, I'll record something and just do a tour of the bike when it's finished. And it's all, or at least when it's all on there and I can take it for a test ride, because I may not, I'm just going to be impatient and I may not like spray it all and stuff and get it all completely finished before I take it for a test ride, because I just want to charge the battery up, stick it in, see if it works first. Do you know what I mean? Just spend loads more time on it finishing off the spray and everything, and then just like put the battery in and go, okay, yeah, it's all done, and then just realise that I've done something and it doesn't actually work properly or something, and I'll be a bit miffed. So maybe another one video, BMS finished off, and then I'll upload a video of me actually showing you around the bike, show you what I've done, what it is, what it's made up of, and then stick my action cam on my head and get some shots of me out riding it and show you that as well. Yeah, so that's probably the plan. I need to get on it. I just keep, there's just things, I keep doing other stuff as well, you know. Like I've just stumbled on these vape things now, so I'm like 3D modelling a vape unit, and I need to, yeah. But that didn't take me long, to be honest. It only took me yesterday to model it, really, and a little bit of today. It's nearly done. The majority of my time recently has been waiting for this nickel strip to get delivered so I can actually do something with this battery. Otherwise, it'd be done by now. I think I'd have got it done. I'm gonna blitz all the series connections out tomorrow. Probably upload some photos to the forum just to see what the guys say and go like, oh, do this, do that. You need to put some there, or you need to do this. And then, yeah. Should be well on our way. Quite conscious that no one's actually seen the bike, I don't think, yes, but you'll see it soon enough. The beast. The beast. Goes on there, doesn't it? Whoa, that is like biting hard, that is, with that 30 milliseconds on that. Which is good, but let's just check that. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm going to stick one on that corner because it's just bending up slightly. That's nice. I like that. Don't like corners that can just get caught and peeled up. Don't like that stuff. I don't like it, and I won't stand for it. Huh? Okay? See how this goes, because there's like 4 layers of nickel on there. Try and, yeah, that bit straight through it. I thought it would, because there's a gap in between it. I'm a little bit dubious about that, because that feels... Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bump a few milliseconds on that, maybe to 35, because there's 4 layers of nickel there, and I'm going to blast a couple of spots right in the middle of it just to see. That makes a difference. Okay. I'm kind of beating that into it, but that seems good enough to me. And I've got one bit to do down here because that cell is just out on its own there. I'm going to double up the nickel to it. And then I'm going to call it a night. Lovely job. That is wonderful. Plus into minus. It's the right thing. It's good. It's all okay. That goes there, does it? Does that go there? No, maybe not. Ah, it goes there like that. I think it goes there. I'm going to stick it there anyway, as long as it covers all the bits. I don't really care. That is the purpose of the tape, obviously, so as long as that's what it does, it's all fine and dandy. Look, got a little gap there, but got a little spare bit of tape there that cut off earlier. You're having it. Having it. Oh, right. I'm going to go off stream and finish this off, I think. I'm not going to bore you with any more of this. Me just spot welding stuff. I'm going to finish this side tonight, and then I'm going to have a break because I've only got 1, 2, 3 to do. And then it's done that side, and I can flip it and do the other side in the morning, and we're rocking. What do we think? Do you think the camera's better, apart from the fact that it keeps turning off, which is really upsetting me? But I think the camera's better. It says that I'm dropping less frames and stuff as well. So hopefully that is the case, because I've got like a little... I've got a HDMI, a USB HDMI capture card that I bought. It's literally about this big. It's the size of like a USB pen drive, and I thought this is going to be rubbish. 1080p capture. And I tell you what, it was 14 quid. Like the what's the guys who make the stream thingy? Pressing the buttons all the time. Loads of people have got them. Oh god, I forget what it's called. Anyway, you know what I mean. Well, you don't know what I mean. You may not even care. If you don't know what I mean, you probably don't care anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it? But yeah, those guys make a HD60, I think it's called. HD60 capture card. I'm going to type it in because I want to know what the name is now. HD60 capture. Anyway, they sell one for like, it's something ridiculous. Elgato Stream Deck. Of course, it's an Elgato Stream Deck. That's the thing with the buttons. Elgato sell, I think it's like 150 quid. I'm not even going to go to the website because I don't care. But I think it's like 150 quid for a capture card. And I'm like, I may be doing YouTube videos for about a Stream Deck, thank you. I may be doing YouTube videos for about another month. I don't need a £160 capture card, you know what I mean? So, 14 quid from eBay, and it works like a charm. Seems good to me. I'm quite happy with it. It's not getting red hot or anything crazy. It's not, yeah. I have to keep switching this on and off, which is doing my head in, but still, that's the way it is. Yeah, so no, it seems good. It's not even warm. It's doing a good job. Oh, that's just, it's really upset now. Now it's really upset, it's just turning off. Maybe the camera's getting really hot, that's what it is, and it's just going, no, I can't do it anymore, I can't do it, I'm not allowed to do it. It's a good time to end the stream then, isn't it? It's a good time to end the stream, if that's what's happening. Yeah, cool. Anyway, thanks for dropping in and saying hello. And keeping me company while I'm doing stuff. Sorry there's no smoke tonight. I know it's not as exciting. I do apologise. I will try and burn something next time maybe. But it's not going to be this because it's too much money inside this whole thing and I don't want to waste it. But yeah, maybe I'll blow something up next time. We can have some excitement. Right. Take it easy, peeps. 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 Freaking peeps. Yeah, take it easy, people. Nice one. See you later. Enjoy your weekend of isolation inside. I'm sure you will. Okay.
Ta-da a bit.